Yeah, we'll share a bucket if you don't mind being bucket guy.
I don't mind being bucket guy.
And we're kind of using liners because at first, like yesterday, I did one on my own and I didn't want to take a stained thing back into my hotel room with my girlfriend.
Fair,
But
yeah.
If the liners
And
are
you
a
might be able
pain-
to return this bucket.
I'm not as worried about the bucket. Yeah, all right, welcome. What's the date today?
September 23rd.
September 23rd. I'm kind of not even giving the episodes because now I've shot so many and they're all out of order and stuff. So it's
Yeah.
September 23rd Trash Talk here in New York City with my special guest, Bobby Warner, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. Happy to be here.
Happy to
be,
have you.
Picking up the trash. I'm already. It's been about 45 seconds of the trash, and I'm pretty into it.
You're getting
already.
it, yeah. That's I always have to tell people it's pretty fun. I realize
It is fun.
There we go.
You really gamify this.
Yeah, so people are hesitant. I was working with a headliner in Ottawa, and I was trying to get him to do it. And I said, I was like, yeah, you'd be surprised how fun it is. And he went, yeah, I would be.
Yeah.
And then he didn't do it with me. Super nice guy, Monty Scott. Actually, we had a great time.
Yeah.
But he did not.
No, he's not really the type.
He
That's
was
for
late,
sure.
late to bed, late to rise, so he wasn't really down for an
Yes.
early morning trash talk. But it's 11 a.m. We're here at a calisthenics park.
Yeah,
right
getting huge.
in Queens. Getting huge, yeah.
Getting
We've already
absolutely
discussed
massive.
how huge we both are, and some of that might
Not
be in our
very.
intro sequence. No,
Yeah.
you're jacked, bro. I mean,
I'm
you
getting
can't
there.
muscle up as clean as me, but you
I
know,
cannot.
It's a
But
skill
that's,
move.
that's actually kind of the hard part of being absolutely huge. I have so much
That's
mass
true,
to pull
that's
over
true.
the bar, you
There's
know?
so much mass on you.
I'm fucking massive. I'm 210, 6'5". You can't tell on video.
No,
but
it's all the fisheye lens really.
It fucks me. It doesn't do
that.
me any favors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Also,
But-
I don't know, how well do the viewers of this know you? Because Mike is in New York, so he had to pick up these garbage pickers for us, and he told me don't remove the label because I'm going to try and return these, which is
Look.
basically the most you thing you could have said.
People don't have to know me very well to know that I love a deal, okay? I mean, I put that on Front Street.
That's true. That is
So,
true. You are the deal guy.
Yeah, it's pretty much the first thing you know about me when you know me. But
That's true.
Look, the thing is, and I'm not having a pity party. Like I like doing this, but now that I've done it in a few cities, like I'm losing my ass on this because I have to buy pickers in every city.
How much do these cost?
So these were 20 USD, which is by far
a
the
lot.
most. That's the most expensive picker I've ever gotten.
About 34 bucks.
Yeah, and I've abandoned $12 pickers in other cities without so much as a second thought. But
Yeah.
like when I rang this up the other day, it was like 64 because the gloves, the
Yeah.
bucket,
Yeah,
the
that's a lot.
liners.
That's a good-
it was
yeah.
it was more than I want to. So look,
I
if
mean, paying $64 to essentially do volunteer community service is a bit much.
it's a bit
you know?
much, yeah. Okay, I feel like we could sort of spend all day just cleaning this one little thing, and I do like
welcome
giving
to New
people a
York.
view of different neighborhoods. So yeah, like let's show them around Queens.
All right.
Let's get out of the park.
Let's get out of the park.
Let's get out of the park. But yeah,
It's
this
fun.
is your
Some
neighborhood.
of them are kind of tough to get, you know. So
So it varies picker by picker. This is a tricky one. This one, I did get it.
that extra level.
Well, see, it's stuck in the bench here. It wouldn't be a problem. But look, I'm embarrassed by how much of this show is just me talking about how much I like different styles of pickers.
Yeah.
So I want to move away from that. But you raise a good point. Some things are trickier than others. It also depends greatly on your picker.
What would you
And
rate this picker out of 10?
this
It's
is
the
a-
most expensive one.
This
so-
actually is a 9 out of 10.
Really?
Second only to the one I have at home has these rubber prongs.
Yeah.
And it can pick up the flat can without so much as a second thought.
Wow.
These ones were good, but yesterday I did end up having to pick something up by hand. I can't remember because I was just scooping at it and get frustrated.
How much was the one you got at home?
So that one, actually, the volunteer, the Exchange District Biz. Let's get the perimeter here
Yeah,
before we
why
get out of
not,
here.
eh?
Yeah, this is not as bad as the whole other side. But I don't really know what those ones cost. I tried to find it online and I couldn't. There's like dollar store ones and Canadian Tire ones that cost about $12 or $13, and they aren't as good for sure. Yeah, this one is definitely a premium piece of equipment. This is just like metal all the way through. Like this feels serious.
This
you
is
know?
nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
this is titanium
this is a
alloy
saber.
Right here.
This is
yeah.
this is a weapon.
Also, us doing this together, it really does look like a community outreach program to make me not racist. You know?
That's true. Yeah, people should have seen Bobby working on like a man on the yard over
Yes.
at this calisthenics. You got some badass tattoos. So,
The haircut doesn't help right now either.
haircut, no,
Yeah.
you're right down to the skin. Oh no,
Yeah,
you're not down to
well,
the skin, but
Almost.
yeah.
I'm close enough that it looks like I have
You're-
views.
Yeah,
Yeah.
views, yeah. Let's just call them alt-right.
Yes, yeah.
You are your tattoos like. I don't want to say they're scary tattoos, but like you're a silly man. You're a sweet boy.
I am a very silly guy,
like
but
you
I
don't
do.
you don't have any tattoos that like I would go so far as to say like do any of your tattoos even mean anything, or are they all just things you're like I think that looks cool?
Yeah, it's all just like it's like baby stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Where I'm like, whoa, that looks cool. I should put it on me forever. You know, which
Do
is
you
what
have,
a
do you have
child does.
anything that has like an assigned meaning? Is like any of them dedicated to your grandfather or something?
No,
Or-
no.
So literally
no.
all these were cool.
Yes, yeah. My grandfather made me suck him off too much, so no tattoos for him.
So in a way, they're all dedicated.
Yes,
to him.
yeah. The haircut, the body, the tattoos, it's all kind of because of him, you could say, yeah.
In a way. Yeah.
No, my grandfather didn't do it. He was cool, he was chill.
Important to say, you know, it shows about trash talk, but you don't have to make
Yeah,
something up just for the sake of trash talk. You don't
Yeah,
have
and
to
I
tr-
know my grandmother watches trash talk, so I'd hate her to hear that, you know?
Grandmothers and aunties love this show, for the record.
This really is, like,
Perfect.
geared right towards them, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Well, look, in my opinion, it's geared for everyone, but everyone
Yeah.
has an uptake. The uptake from everyone has been slow, Bobby, but the
Yes.
uptake from my aunties, through the roof.
Oh, they're so proud of you.
So
Yeah.
proud, and they just, you know, they like a wholesome show. Nobody's getting hurt. Aside
It's
from all the
really
people who
like-
trash talk.
You know, because a lot of aunties and grandmas and stuff, they're like, you're going into, like, comedy? Like, you should get a real job. And then you're like, well, I pick up trash. And they're like, oh my God,
Oh,
I
what a
love
hero,
you, you
yeah.
know? Yeah.
Um,
There's so much garbage
There's so
in New
much
York.
trash.
Holy
Yeah, honestly,
hell.
it is like I do it in other cities, and there's lots of garbage in every city. But I will say, just doing it yesterday in Chinatown, it was like
Oh, but
I try and
yeah.
clear a zone normally in Winnipeg. Like I'll start on a street and I'll do that street till it's clean. But this was like, well, I want to show off different areas, so I have to. We were in that park and we could have never left that one little area.
We could have spent 6
Yeah.
hours.
So
yeah.
let's, and I'll tell you right now, ground rule for any city I'm doing it in, we don't fuck with cigarette butts.
Okay.
It would take too long.
Too long, yeah.
If you're walking and there's absolutely zero trash around you and you want to just test your agility, see if you can grab a butt without breaking stride, sure.
Yeah.
But we don't stop and pick up every butt.
It's not a goal.
It's hopeless. It's hopeless. But everything feels hopeless here, which is,
Yeah.
I'll be honest, this is my greatest battle, Bobby.
Yeah, yeah. Everything does feel hopeless here, and that's how I've been feeling for about a year and a month now. Yeah.
Yeah. So you moved from Canada. You're an Alberta boy.
Yes.
Comedian who, very funny, we did a
Thank
new
you.
wave of stand-up together
We
in 2021.
did. Yes.
Was that your first taping? No, you'd done Winnipeg
I
already.
had done Winnipeg.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it was my second, actually. Second and final, I think. I think it's the last one I've done.
No, you did, since then you've done a Don't Tell, which is arguably better than any broadcast Canadian TV.
That is true. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I did do a Don't Tell. So that is kind of better. Yeah, I think.
I
you
think,
know?
the exposure for sure.
Yeah, I
Looks
mean,
nicer, honestly, too. Like, I not to say I didn't think our new wave looked bad, but like the Don't Tells look cool.
They do look
They
cool.
look cool,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And they know how to cut them up. Like, you know what I
Yes.
remember from our new wave? And I don't blame the producers, I don't blame CBC, I don't blame Just for Laughs, but it was 2022 and it was that year coming out of COVID. So
Yes.
it was sort of this cursed production where they were still doing testing, but they didn't really know why. And our crowd was probably tested before and it was just like, basically, I felt like nobody even wanted to do it. And the proof
Yeah.
is that
Yeah.
everybody else's new waves come out about 3 or 4 months later.
Yeah.
And they posted through the channels. I remember ours took almost a full year.
Yes.
And I don't know if you remember the email, but they were like, yeah, so we've decided like it's best if you guys promote it yourselves.
Yeah.
It's like, I was like, you're not even gonna post this? Like,
Yeah.
you got tired of doing it. You were all mad that it was done under these restrictions and you just want to put this behind you. Like, cool, I
Literally.
get that, but that
Yeah,
was,
they were like, what, you want us to film it, edit it, and promote
post
it for you? What are we, a
yeah.
TV show?
they're like, look, I lost my auntie last year.
Yeah,
You know? Like,
yeah.
yeah. Giant
Brenda
Haribo.
never recovered.
Yeah.
That was a high stakes pull.
I didn't mean for it to be as high. A good pull. I love that expression, but
Yeah.
I didn't really mean for it to be that high stakes. So anyway, you moved here. It's a tough city. You hate your life.
I do,
But
yes.
You do gotta love your neighbor. I stayed in your place when you were doing gigs in Japan or something.
I was over in Japan doing some shows, and Mike stayed, and a very good guest. I'll say that. He took my clothing to the laundromat, got them to wash it, fold it, and pack it back up, then he left it on top of my bed. It was a great, very nice.
I wasn't gonna. A man gives you free comms in New York. You're not gonna make him come home to sweaty sheets.
Yes, yeah.
And
Speak
it was.
for yourself.
But yeah, your place was. I mean, it's a classic New York place. Like you live with 3 other guys who you
Yeah.
seemingly hardly know. I hardly saw
Yes.
these guys.
You never see them. They
Yeah.
live in the shadows.
And you guys, I assume, all pay like $1,000 for your little rooms or something.
Yeah. Hey, grand American, about 14 Canadian.
Nice,
Not
nice.
bad.
Sharing a bathroom with 4 dudes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and it's you saw the
It's a
state of
dingy.
it.
You know what? As for 4, it's not as gross as it could and should be for 4 guys, but
Totally.
it's an old apartment and it's a dingy
Yes.
little bathroom. And
Oh
if,
my God, yeah.
if mold is certainly a factor.
Mold is prevalent.
Yeah.
Every time I leave to go on the road, I come back. Whether it's been 2 weeks, whether it's been a month, no matter how long it's been, I have to buy a new shower curtain liner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've noticed the guys. There were signs like leave the curtain
Yes.
closed
Yeah.
if it's rain. But I can tell no one's respecting that.
Yes,
the
I
way they
wrote
should.
I wrote a sign and I put it on my bathroom door that said, "Please close the shower curtain or else it gets moldy." And then I had to put like smiley faces and stars underneath it because it sounded too passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Which it was. Yeah.
It wasn't passive aggressive. Look, the smileys got the message across to me.
It really does, and it makes it seem, less like a chore and more like a fun thing you get to do.
Yeah.
Ooh, I get to close the shower curtain today.
This is actually part of the street. I was trying to pick up a piece of
Yeah,
plastic.
here, we'll go over here this way. This has
Sure.
got some nice stuff. Yeah, how did you like the neighborhood when you stayed here?
I loved it. And for me, like, my threshold for like good neighborhood is like, I'm a simple man. I need like a grocery
Only white
store.
people.
Only white people. Yeah. So and that way it was a tremendous
Yeah.
letdown. No, I had some Nepalese food up there.
Yes.
There's a good deli. Like, you want the bacon egg cheese, and there's one right off the
Yes.
subway stop there.
Yeah.
I'll let you get that, big dog.
Oh, here we go. Go on.
You're beginning to
Ooh.
believe. There you go.
Feels nice.
It does
man.
feel nice. No, I like the neighborhood, and it's so close to the stop. Like, we're gonna see we're about 4 or 5 minutes from the stop.
Not even, buddy.
Not even, yeah.
They wish we were 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I mean, 4 or 5 minutes maybe at picking pace.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, up there's like a decent little grocery and stuff, and that's kind of all I needed.
Yes.
So I love it. I love it's pretty quiet by New York standards too.
100%. Oh my
Yeah.
God, yeah. That's what people say about this neighborhood. Is they're like, if you're moving from like Canada or something, live here, so
gotta
you
have
don't want to
soft eyes,
just get
bro.
like kill yourself.
there you go.
know?
Yeah. Moving to Queens is different than moving to
Like Chinatown or
Yeah.
Yeah.
I first moved to, or when I was visiting here like 15 years ago, I lived at the end of the queue, like the Astoria Ditmars.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
Greektown.
yeah.
And yeah, it was like right at the stop, it was busy, but then 1 block over, it's just a quiet residential neighborhood.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, should we do a little unload here?
Yeah, so it might be, oh, you're gonna do that style. Okay, I appreciate that.
What do you think?
Well, we could also like swap liners if you want to, then we just have to retie.
How
But,
many liners you got? You
Oh,
got
I got
enough
like
liners?
50.
Oh,
but,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, then it's a retie job. So if you want to just do that and then fresh liners in the bottom. And again, this was mostly because I was gonna have this in my hotel room overnight, and I couldn't do that to my girlfriend. We're staying in this tiny hotel room. It's a pod almost.
Buddy, you can stink her. You can stink her up a bit.
Well, I just didn't want it. But basically, this bucket is retired after today. So if we get tired of doing liners,
Oh yeah.
we'll just dump right into the bucket.
There we go.
Ketchup packet.
You tie it? You tied it?
I tied it as best as I could.
I'm gonna try no tie. We'll
Gonna
see
try
how
no
we
tie,
go.
yeah. If we lose it, we lose it. If he
Yeah.
dies, he dies. Yeah, so like this neighborhood, what do you like aside from being called Queens? Like is this Little Nepal or something? Like I couldn't really tell based
Honestly,
on
I have no idea. I could not tell you.
Yeah.
All I know, there's tons of Greek dudes and tons of Muslim dudes, which
Okay.
are two guys I vibe with, to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
honest.
yeah.
I fuck with both of those
Yeah.
guys. They're all about kind of
I'm getting some of this actually.
two big chill cultures.
Yeah, the
Two
Greeks.
big chillers.
The Greeks almost too chill. Like
Totally.
Their country is bankrupt. So I think everyone was so chill they didn't pay taxes.
Yeah.
They're-
And
my
the government
friend,
was
my
like,
friend.
don't worry too much about
Don't
that.
worry, yeah. They're still shit. And man, have you ever been to Greece?
I haven't. I really want to go.
It's Athens at least. Stinks like shit because they have old plumbing. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to say anything disparaging about the people. It's like just a fact. Like I was staying in a hostel when I was like 20, and it literally said like, don't flush the toilet paper. It's
Yeah.
Like, well, God, like this is only going to end one way.
Yes.
If we're not
Yes.
flushing.
What are the dirtiest cities you've cleaned up? New York, I would think, is number one.
I mean, yeah, New York was crazy. Aside from that, like honestly, I was astounded. Like Toronto, like downtown felt pretty dirty, but then I also picked with Chris Lockout in the Junction neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it was like fine. I mean, I'd argue like where I live, Osborne Village, the genesis of this show is that I've been doing this for years just in my own city without recording it because my neighborhood is just dirty and I was tired of it.
Yeah.
So,
Took matters into your own hands. You're a vigilante of trash.
Well, shout out, there's a guy named Danny, Danny Gordon, the OG litter picker in Osborne Village. He sort of set up the whole volunteer thing. So I'm just a foot soldier in his army. He's the general. Man, there's what is?
Sends you out to, dude, okay, this is what I've been like. Just this whole time I'm just like, who does this? You know what I mean?
Well, I've marveled at this several times. Oh, cigarettes. See, this is what I was gonna say. Is honestly, what city's the dirtiest? New York, obviously a little more, but people are, man, cigarette packs, needle wrappers. Yeah. Every city's pretty much the same, man. It is what it is. And
what's crazy to me is like we picked up like an envelope that someone gets like an Amazon package in. Yeah. So I'm like, did someone take this off of their porch and then they opened the package and were like, fuck this, and just like frisbeed it? Like,
yeah, so some people are animals and do that. I try and have compassion. Like what I've realized, like a lot of it is garbage that like comes out of dumpsters. Like sometimes like somebody tried to throw this away. We're gonna have to tie off, or we're gonna have to abandon the liner approach, I think.
I'll tie off. I just gotta take the gloves.
Sure, yeah, that's, after this we'll try and avoid losing, you know, we'll dump, like if you're okay doing that hand style of dump, for me that was wild.
I can hand dump that.
Okay, well, we'll make sure we don't get any needles or sharp stuff, and if you're okay doing that, then we'll just, we'll save the liners and just keep stuffing.
How the fuck did you tie this
thing? Set it down for starters, so you make it easy on yourself. You know, Bobby, several times I've been and I always think, how would a pro do this? Like, you ever trying to do a home repair and you're like balanced on one leg over leg, and I'm like, I bet a pro wouldn't do it this way.
I bet he'd take the 2 extra seconds.
Make it easy on himself. Yeah. So yeah, that's a pro move. But what was I saying? Garbage, same everywhere. Oh yeah, I frequently marvel at the concept that for as far as we've come as a society, we can have Wi-Fi and put a man on the moon and all this shit and neurotech is coming. But the only way to get garbage off the street is a man with a picker. Like ultimately, there's no other way to remove all the litter we see than to physically remove it. And that's just the way of the world. You lost your tie immediately there, you son of a bitch.
Fuck my
I'll do it. You're not the pro that I am. It's all good.
You like couldn't do the show in Japan.
Oh yeah, you know, that's interesting.
Yeah.
But I mean, somebody's doing it in Japan. No, I guess they really just, people just don't litter.
They just put it in the pocket.
Yeah, that'd be nice, man. That's, I don't know, yeah. Again, I try and be compassionate, think a lot of it's blowing out, but there are some people who, like just have no problem littering.
100%. And I mean, Japan's windy too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the homeless like? Because I do also think, I hate to disparage any community, but you know, a lot of it is homeless people just...
Well, they don't have anywhere to throw it.
Yeah.
They don't have a house to throw it out
They also, I mean, like, the only reason you don't litter is because of the pact with society, and if somebody who's in that position feels like society broke the pact first...
It's true.
Fair, you know? Like, I don't... they've got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get mad at you.
Yeah. I've said this before, I'd rather be picking up the trash than living amongst it.
Yes.
So, you know, can't be mad at them. But does Japan just maybe not have that many homeless?
I mean, okay, this is what I actually asked somebody about that because I didn't see any homeless people. So I asked someone who lived in Japan, I was like, is there many homeless people? He's like, we have homeless people, but the thing is, if you saw them on the street, you wouldn't really know. Like
they have decorum.
Literally, they like dress kind of nice and everything like that. And where they sleep, they will go to like a 24-hour McDonald's and like sleep there. You know what I mean? So if you do go to like a 24-hour McDonald's late at night, you see people sleeping, but none of them are like having outbursts or anything like that. Really, like they're kind of just like sleeping and chilling. And I asked him, I was like, do they mostly do drugs? And he's like, no, a lot of them just like didn't want to be, they just kind of want to be like outside of society. Like they just wanted to.
They didn't want to have the grueling work-life balance or lack thereof that Japan is known for.
Exactly. Yes. They don't want to like, you know, pass out drunk at 4 a.m. and then wake at 5.
They don't have the same fentanyl issues.
Yes.
Abandoned hoodie. Somebody might be coming back for this, but abandoned clothes is a fun find.
That
typically.
Is fun.
If you see anything that you don't think is normal, feel free to call out a fun find because we celebrate those here on Trash Talk.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, we were trashing the homeless, and yeah, I do think that maybe if you didn't have a drug problem, being homeless is a different there are more people who've just opted out of the rat race, whereas here and in Winnipeg addiction is huge.
It's huge. Yeah. I mean, I have thought about before being
opting out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, who hasn't thought about opting out, Bobby? I mean, come on.
But I'm like, I could just go camping for like 6 months straight, maybe. I could try that.
Yeah, but are you even like I mean, my problem is I don't have the survival skills. Like I'm not a good camper. In any
yeah,
way.
you're cooked then.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you make our way up a side street? Or do you want to go down the main strip?
What are you thinking? What do you prefer?
Is your hood? Is there anything around here you'd like us to walk towards? Like anything that's scenic or?
I mean, what we should have done, there's actually a different calisthenics park further up, and then there's a beautiful park up there.
I mean, what, for
we'll
20
walk
minutes?
towards
yeah,
it,
let's do it.
Yeah.
How bad could it be?
Yeah.
We want to be at the cafe at like, what, 12:31?
12:30.
12:30?
Yeah.
Oh, we have a date. We have a time.
We have a time.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So let's see.
We got something on the dance card.
This is nice, a little popsicle wrapper.
Come on.
Ice cream novelty.
That is a novelty. Okay.
Yeah, that's how they call it in the grocery store. I don't know if you've ever noticed that.
They do.
Yeah, ice cream novelty. I refer to it as such, and my girlfriend thinks it's funny. But that's just the proper term.
It's nice when you can pick it up without even breaking the stride. You feel like a real fucking pro.
Absolutely. You feel like RoboCop. Deleting trash from the street. Yeah.
This is, my God, does this ever feel futile? Though,
oh,
okay?
yeah. This feels way different than, again, every other city. I'm like, I cleared that zone. Like, I've abandoned that prospect. Hey, contact lens container. That's a fun find.
This really is like, I feel like just a metaphor for
society.
Canada versus America, though. You know what I mean? You do this in Canada, you're like, oh, cool, I cleared the
Making a
zone, I made a
difference.
difference. You do this here, you're like, there's nothing I can do. The machine is too big, I can't fight against it.
Yeah, and so we should opt out.
Yes.
Okay, so back to that conversation. Look, who amongst us hasn't thought of it? I don't have the camping skills. What is that?
I don't know. Interesting, though.
Vape cartridge? No. No, it's a cigarello wrapper.
Hey,
It's not that.
fun.
That's like
New York.
The trash associated with smoking is about.
Fandangos.
Ooh, that's fun. The trash associated with smoking is like 80% of what you pick up, which is horrifying to think that like not only are we killing ourselves, we're killing the planet in this stupid way. But okay, so look, I've wanted to opt out. Who amongst us hasn't at least thought about it? I don't want to. I can't camp, and I don't really want to. Be one of these guys who has a gym membership. Just so we can drive in and shower.
What if you have a gym membership so you can drive in your shower, but you also get a sick fucking pump going too?
Oh, now you're speaking my language.
Yeah. Then it's not so bad being homeless. Being a jacked guy who lives in your car.
Yeah.
It's kind of a sick life.
Eating peanut butter.
Yeah,
a jar of peanut butter to get your protein
Just
in.
eating canned tuna and peanut butter all day.
Yeah.
Not a bad existence.
So the opting out that I've thought of, and not seriously, but in Winnipeg, in my street, well, one of the streets I grew up on, there's a cult, there's an organized religion, the 12 tribes.
Yeah, okay.
And they wear Bible time clothes. And when you join the cult, as near as I can tell, like, you give up all your external belongings and then you just live in the cult house. It's a big, beautiful house, and you work in their businesses. They have a few different businesses.
What do they got?
They got a cafe.
Okay.
That's quite popular.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's great.
Is it like an evil cult, or is it kind of like
I mean, they hit their
more
kids.
like a commune?
It's
They hit their kids?
It's a commune.
But that's Winnipeg stuff. That's not like
Hey,
cult
look,
stuff.
I think the science is out on hitting your kids. I don't think we've concluded that that's an ineffective way to raise your kids.
Yeah.
And it also might be hearsay, but like families often, not often, but there have been incidents where one parent leaves and then they want their kids back out, and the other parent doesn't want them living in this heathen outside world, and the external parent will say, oh yeah, that's a little kid sock. Get it. Basically, the parent who's leaving will obviously say, well, I don't want my kid in there because you're going to hit him.
Yeah.
Which could be trash talk. But, I mean, look, you live in the cult. They give you your clothes.
Yeah.
They give you a job. You're either at the deli or the candle store, or I think they have a shoe repair company. And then I assume at some point they're like, hey, you guys, Shoshana? Well, you're married to her. And you're like, all right, well, I guess that takes the guesswork out of that.
Could do worse.
Could do worse. Not even if you could do worse. Like, at least it's done.
Totally.
At least the decision is done.
100%.
It's over.
I don't have to think about this.
Yeah. Okay,
What are the
I'm gonna
clothes
turn it
looking
in.
like?
Bible time clothes.
Like,
which they give
like
you.
monks? Like
No. Like, okay, not Bible time, but like agrarian society circa. They look like, do you know like Mennonites and Hutterites?
Yeah.
Hutterites
The
and
buckles on the shoes, the buckles on the hats.
Yeah, a
Buckles.
gingham print.
Yes. Yeah.
Which
They
is
got the
fine.
slip-on shoes, no shoelaces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, who doesn't love a lady in a gingham dress, right?
Of course.
It's a classic. It's a classic look.
This is interesting, actually. I was in the psychiatric ward at a hospital one time, and there was a Hutterite in there with me. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, he had a Hutterite style breakdown.
Yeah, he raised his voice once. Like, you need to be fucking
Jedediah,
locked up.
don't you dare, Jedediah.
Jedediah, calm down. He's like, no, I don't like corn. And they're like, we're sending you.
So Can I ask, like, what was the nature of your visit?
Oh, buddy, bad. Mental breakdown in Toronto, I guess you would say.
Drug fueled or just depression fueled or kind of
Both.
Yeah.
Both. Yeah,
I
one
guess they
hand
go-
sort of feeding the other on that one. Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, like, how can I, like, what was the most destructive thing you did?
Oh,
Self-destructive.
tried to kill myself.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah,
then
that'll.
They made me go to the hospital.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And there for about 3 weeks.
Oh, damn.
Not bad.
Not
Food's
bad.
okay. I watched all of the 90s Tim Burton Batman movies in there.
All
So
of. There's
that
two of
was
them.
kinda sick. Yeah.
You watch them on repeat.
There's three.
Tim Burton did 3?
Yes, I think. Did
No,
he
no.
not?
It was, the first 2 were Tim Burton, and the next 2 were Schumacher. He put nipples on the bat suit.
Yeah, that's
Did you watch the
right.
Schumachers?
I did, yes.
That'll make him more depressed.
Yeah.
Then I tried to kill myself again.
Yeah, and then, of course, that led me to a whole nother thing. Yeah.
Yeah, Burton,
Schumachers, yeah. Wait, which ones? The Schumachers,
Val
that
Kilmer
was
and
Jim
George
Carrey?
Clooney. Yeah, so the first
Jim
one.
Carrey and Schwarzenegger, right?
Yes, versus Val Kilmer.
Yes,
That was
yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah.
one. And then the next one was Two-Face. No, wait, sorry. Two-Face and Carey were one.
Yeah, the Riddler
And then Mr.
Two-Face.
Freeze and Poison
Yeah.
Ivy were the George Clooney one.
Yeah, the Mr. Freeze one's bad.
Mr. Freeze one's very bad, very
Yeah.
cheesy. It's literally at one point an Ice Capades movie.
Yes.
Like when Freeze's goons come in. So I've never.
Interesting to watch in retrospect, but a bad movie nonetheless.
Look, it's a comic book. We didn't know now
Yes.
what we wanted from comic book movies. Now we
Yes.
know we want them to be kind of realistic and like a little gritty. But
Which
like
is
at the
kind of worse.
look, I like them, but
Yeah.
actually I'm over them now too.
Yeah.
But like the Dark Knight trilogy,
course.
Nolan's were the greatest.
They're
the
good.
superhero
Yeah,
movies
they're
they'll
good
ever
stuff. Yeah.
be. But at that time, like we're trying to make a comic book into a movie, and so Schumacher had a vision. It's like, I'm going to bring these panels to life. It's going to be
Yeah.
neon.
Yeah.
It's going to be campy.
It's gonna be wacky.
Biff, pow, zoom,
Yes,
bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of sick.
Kind of sick in its own way. I think it's easy to shit on, but I think it was commercially successful. Like they gave
Oh,
him
yeah.
2
Yeah,
movies,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it couldn't have been terrible.
I mean, I think.
How are we seeing no trash right now? I don't like this.
I know this is
Let's
crazy.
cross the street. It's bad for our image if we're
someone-
not picking up. Grab that right there.
Someone
we
got
gotta
here
be
before
picking.
us. Someone's been working on our turf.
Yeah. Oh, now that it's getting more popular in Winnipeg, like my volunteer team is growing from like there used to be like 5 or 6 to now there's like 9 regulars.
Wow.
Yeah,
Does the podcast take any credit for that, do you think?
No, a lot of them were people who started this season even before my thing.
Okay.
A few seniors found out about it who are very sweet, but the thing I was going to say is that I know some of these ladies, they'll do it midweek. Ooh, a lint roller.
Hey.
Fun find.
Kind of cool. Fun
Don't-
find.
Don't see it every day. So like basically there's ladies doing it midweek, and don't get me wrong, if the show died because there was no litter left, I would take that trade all day long.
100%.
But it is sometimes when I'm looking around going like, yeah, somebody's been on my turf, like, you know.
Does the litter does it make you angry?
Yeah, there's a certain style of litter that is, like just so like you were saying, did that person throw their Amazon package? You're like, I don't know. But sometimes you can sell someone, I'm done with this.
Yes,
Huck.
yeah.
And it's
What's your most disrespectful find you think you found? Where you're just like, are you kidding me?
So, are you kidding me is different than just, well, no, it's just the same thing. Well, I'll say this. The amount of twisted teas that get discarded in Winnipeg
Yeah.
is just fucking jaw-dropping and infuriating.
The most popular canned drink to get discarded?
Is the twisted tea by
Yeah.
far. And then there's been other times where it's like these improvised weapons or needles that get dropped in my back lane around. It's galling. That's like, come on.
Yeah.
But I guess again that's addiction. I did one time find. I've mentioned this a few times. This is maybe a good opportunity to dump here. Do you think?
I think
Wide
so.
open. You don't have to do any hand cramming. I did one time find in the park an empty 2.6 of vodka and a coconut that had been hacked open. Like
Whoa.
side by side. So I'm like, somebody was
Some
like,
Jimmy Buffett.
yeah,
Yeah.
you put the vodka. Oh, a torn up Pokemon card.
That's a homeless Jimmy Buffett right there.
Yeah.
That's Margaritaville, buddy.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Fucking I'm just going handball.
What is it? What we got?
Pokemon card?
No,
it was
ooh.
a Licky Tongue.
Hey, not
Original
bad.
150, right?
I have no idea.
I think that's an original 150.
I'm in though. You would know. You're the expert on the Pokemon cards. Yeah.
What Bobby is alluding to is that you are alluding to the big
The
score, right?
Pokeballs, yeah,
yeah,
the
the
big
Pokeballs,
score,
yeah.
yeah.
There was a. I'm not a big Pokemon guy. I mean, as a kid, I watched the original show, so that's why I think I know the original 150. They're up to like 600 now, but
Jesus.
there was a point in 2021 when Pokemon was going parabolic in terms of collector value.
Yes.
And one other comedian happened to have the opportunity to buy up a large supply. We saw a vulnerability in the market. There were these prepackaged Pokemon coming out of Costco.
It was very awesome. I was very happy for you guys.
Yeah.
And you were telling me about it, and I could see how excited you guys were.
It
made me excited, too.
It was a time when there wasn't much to do. So it was like, oh, I can
Yes.
actually like have a hobby right now and kind of make a little coin. Because basically, these Pokeballs that were being sold, you know, Costco is always a bit of a deal.
Yeah.
But this was a Costco deal that also happened to have a high value pack. Like the balls were priced as if they just had 3 Pokemon packs in it.
Yeah.
Great. But they obviously didn't know when they priced it, like, no, they all had evolutions in it, which were the hottest pack at the time.
Yes.
So it was like, okay, these are actually like a crazy deal. So
It was really awesome.
Yeah.
It was really pretty entertaining to watch. Do you have any Pokeballs left? Did you unload them all?
So
Did the market crash?
no, we unloaded. We did all right off of it. The thing about the Pokeballs, like the balls themselves were the worst part of the operation. Those were just trash.
Yeah.
Those were packaging. So you asked, did I get rid of the balls? Yeah, I was desperate to get rid of the balls. Like, at one point, I was doing this other gig that involved like hosting like these kid shows, and like I brought the Pokeballs to the fair just to give to the kids.
Oh, that's
just
nice.
like
Yeah.
I was trying any way I could to unload these Pokeballs. I still have maybe a couple like for nostalgia, but
Yes.
you know, when you have like 700 of a thing filling up your basement, you kind of just want to be done with it.
Did you get rid of all the packs?
We've gotten rid of most of those packs. I was never all in on the game. Benji, the guy who I did this with,
Yeah.
he actually became a bit of a knowledgeable collector, and he has different packs now, different values. To, like, those Evos we unloaded almost immediately just to recoup the initial investment.
Yes.
And like, yeah, I was meeting guys. It was like drug deals. Like, I literally met a guy in a parking lot for $4,000 worth of Pokemon cards.
Oh my God!
And
Awesome.
thought he was going to try and, you know, beat me up for my cards, because like, why wouldn't he? We're talking
Yes.
thousands of dollars
Why wouldn't
here.
he? Because he's a Pokemon card collector.
Well, actually, he was also the funny thing about that guy was, I knew him. He sold me weed like 15, 20 years ago. He's I don't want to say he's a bad dude, but I don't want to out the guy. Bottom line, I knew him as like the last memory
See what
I
we
had
got here.
before
Ice Age.
Age.
How did
Hey.
you know?
Did you
good.
throw that out here? This is okay.
Pretty
yeah.
good.
That's a fun find.
Not a bad find.
That's a huge find.
Have a go on.
Well done. That's a play of the day right there.
That is
Yeah.
Ice Age. Come on.
But yeah, basically this guy who was buying all these cards off me, my only memory of him from meeting him 20 years before was being in his car, and you know, it was just out of high school, and he was telling us as he sold us weed about like, oh, this kid, you know, I was beating the shit out of this kid at the party, and he was going like, oh, don't hit me with the rings, like he had all these rings on his head.
Yeah.
So like, I at first I didn't want to get in the car, and then I'm like, hey, I
Yes.
think I know you. You sold me weed 20 years ago. Oh yeah, so you know me, so get in the car. And I'm thinking,
Oh,
no, that's
fuck.
why I don't
Yeah,
want to get in the car. I'm gonna be in the back of the car going, don't hit me with the rings.
Yeah.
Take my Pokemon, but just
Oh
don't
no!
hit me. Yeah.
Dang, but he paid you.
He paid me. And
That's
yeah,
great.
so basically we sold the Evos immediately to recoup the initial investment. Those were our highest value pack. And then, yeah, it's pretty interesting that like, Pokemon is the only thing that doesn't go down in value. Like,
Yeah.
stocks go up and down, but the cards we had then, like, so Evos were our most high value pack, and then we also had a lot of Steam Siege. At the time, like, nobody wanted Steam Siege because it was just like a shittier set.
Yeah.
But now, it's, you know, a few years later, people don't even remember that Steam Siege is a shitty set. They just know I can't get Steam Siege when I want it. Like, you know, like they
Yes.
don't print it anymore. So people will now pay $10 for a pack of Steam Siege,
Fucking
which
sick.
back then I had to give away, you know, so.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pokemons are like high school girls, you know? Yeah.
In what
They
way?
stay the same.
No, they get hotter.
They get hotter. Yeah. The older I get, the hotter they are. My God.
Yeah. This is a filthy area. So
Yeah,
yeah, like when you talk about
got
like what
some
makes me upset,
Winstons.
it's like sometimes it's more just like it's not what it is, it's just the volume of it. Where I can tell
Yeah.
someone like really just
Someone's just chilled out here for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Smoked a pack of Winstons, ate some shit. Yeah.
dog shit there. Yeah, there's a couple
Yeah.
packs of dog shit. Yeah, sometimes it's really just about the volume of it in one spot where you
Condoms.
can tell one person really went to town.
Yeah. This guy, like literally, that seems like someone had kind of a party right there.
Yeah,
Condoms,
you
they
see
had
some parties.
fucking- yeah.
You see some parties. Clothes in a bag. We can maybe leave. Someone might come back for these clothes in a bag.
It's 11:55.
155. So like, if we started making our way back, it's funny. We've only really done one block.
One block, yeah.
This
it's
is crazy.
insane. Yeah. It's
But
nuts.
why don't we like take our time on this, like meander back and forth.
Perfect.
Let's try and do this street.
Oh
And
my
then
God.
and then by the time we get back around there, we can just curve to the.
It's not
a half
looking too
hour
bad.
away.
Let's see. Let's
Yeah,
see what we
yeah.
can do.
Let's,
yeah.
let's try and clean a street. As ridiculous as that seems, now that I'm saying it out loud.
It might be an exercise in futility, but you know, we might feel fantastic by the end.
I think there's no way we feel bad about it. That's what I think.
Yes.
So anyway, yeah, what you want to talk any trash about the city in particular?
Talking to trash, oh my God.
The overall hopelessness?
This city is horrible. Like, people act like this is the best city in the world. I don't think they've ever been to another city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's like, hey, yeah, you don't have to struggle, guys.
Yeah, you don't have to want to fucking kill yourself every day. Like, this city is, it's truly, like, the trash.
The trash,
Look
yeah.
at the fucking trash.
Yeah.
You said it's the dirtiest city you've ever been in. And then people are like, but that's New York. And it's like, yeah, what if it wasn't? How about that? You
What
know?
if we all didn't?
Yeah.
Okay, so we might actually, okay, you're okay just sort of shoving
Oh,
stuff in?
buddy, I'll fucking shove it.
Okay, because
you know?
if we're going to do this street, what we're going to need is like a clean slate.
I
We'll
think
probably have there's also probably like a residential, like you guys gonna get mad at us if we do that.
yeah, well,
Okay,
fuck them. You know?
Again, we're cleaning the streets. So I'm going for the middle road here.
Okay, okay.
But you've been here a year and a half. I mean,
Yeah, okay, sorry, talking trash on this city, yes.
yeah.
So, you know, before living here, I hadn't traveled that much. This year I've got to go to Japan. I went to London. I went to Paris. You know, I've traveled a lot all over Canada and everything like that. This was the biggest city I'd ever really been in, you know what I mean? But now I've been to London, I've been to Paris, I've been to Osaka. These are all kind of comparable sized cities
That don't have.
that don't have any of these problems,
Yeah.
you know? So it was like, before moving in New York, I got here and I was like, well, of course, it's like huge. Of course it's gonna have all these problems. And then I went to London and I was like, oh no, it's just because it's full of Americans. That's why New York has all these problems,
Yeah.
you know? Like you get on the subway in London, it's like beautiful, clean, it's on time all the time. It like
People are
works
respectful
great.
of it.
People are nice,
Yeah.
you know? And then I was like thinking to myself, I was like, why can't New York subway be like this? And I was literally like, oh, because it's full of Americans.
Yeah.
Like Americans are kind of like raccoons. Like wherever you put them, they're just gonna destroy it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're gonna
Yeah.
go rooting around. They're gonna fucking
Yeah.
like
They look
piss
kind of cute.
everywhere.
They look kind of cute, but they're a huge problem.
Yeah.
Let's cross.
They're
it.
gonna shit all over the place. They're gonna spread garbage everywhere. They're gonna bite you.
Yeah.
They are gonna bite you.
There's biters. There's
Yes.
biters. Yeah, there's biters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get bit.
You're gonna get bit every now and then, and you're gonna want to go to the doctor afterwards.
Yeah. Part of it, I will say, like, I remember talking to you when you first moved here, and you're like, yeah, man, it's tough. And I was like, yeah, I bet. Like, it's New York. But also, like, I've never made a big life change and not sort of regretted it for the first, like, 6 to 9 to 12 months.
Yes.
And I remember saying that to you and just being like, yeah, man, like, it's going to be hard to get spots.
Sure.
Like, I don't know. I think that's, like, somebody's, I feel like this area is kind of like someone might be sort of camping in there a little bit.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. But actually, now that you point out, I see something blue by this tree.
That's
We're
what I was
not going to be
looking
able. Oh, I thought you were talking about there. I know you're talking about this. Yeah. Look, if we're trying to do the zone, we got to do the zone.
gotta do the
A lot
zone.
of plastic over there. Basically, like, you remember saying, you know, keep your head up. Like, it's going to be super difficult, and I applaud your gumption. So, like, obviously, you have the disdain that you described for just the way New Yorkers themselves treat it. But like, a year and a half in, would you say like your overall level of discomfort and hatred is like gone down a little as you sort of acclimatized and like, this is my life and I've made this choice, or do you kind of still feel just the same as when you moved here?
I would say maybe it's grown.
It's grown.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Oh no! Oh no!
Because I traveled, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
right, yeah.
Yeah, when I first moved here, I was just like, big cities, I guess. And then now I've traveled, and it's just like made me be like more like, oh my God, no, this place is like uniquely
This is
fucked
bad.
up, you
Yeah.
know?
So I mean, look, what's the
And this
do you-
country has also, I'll say, in the last year and a half, just
Sure.
gotten even worse.
Yeah, there's
so
a lot of that dynamic.
that doesn't help,
Yeah.
you know?
So like, what does that mean for you then? Do you want to get out of here or what?
Oh my God, so bad, it's crazy.
So
Yeah.
why haven't you? What's keeping you?
I think I'm like, I should give it an honest shot.
A year and a half is a pretty
You
honest.
know?
I mean, if you look, all I'm saying is, if you feel this way in another 8 months,
Yes.
make yourself happy, bro.
100%.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
that's kind of the plan. I'm like, I'm gonna give it 2 years.
Okay.
Like 2 years, give it a shot.
You go for that big
If I
bag?
hate it after 2 years, I think I'm free to leave. you
Yeah.
know?
Oh, you're definitely. Yeah. Nobody's keeping you. That's for sure.
Yes.
I thought I was so smart using this bag as a thing, and now it's just like it's
Yeah,
becoming its own
it's
problem.
cooked. I don't see any fucking trash.
I see
cans
some
either.
residential bins over here. Maybe
Oh.
we can use.
I mean,
Yeah, but no, I agree. Like the amount of trash just blowing around New York, it is different. Like every other city has trash.
Yes.
These
Dude,
little
and
fucking flossers.
this is like a clean,
Quiet,
nice
yeah,
neighborhood. You know?
Oh
Like,
yeah, I was doing it in Chinatown the other day.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
wild.
You go to Brooklyn, Chinatown. I mean, like, pretty much anywhere else, you're
Me.
fucked. Whoa. There
What
we
do you
go.
think? Can you dump in there?
No.
No? Okay. Well,
But we'll find something.
yeah,
We'll
you're
find
getting real.
something.
Actually, how do you feel about?
Worst case, we'll just litter all this shit.
Yeah. What do you feel about that? You think that's
If you're
too personal?
brave enough.
You think someone's gonna get mad at me? I've honestly thought, you hold the thing.
Yeah.
I've thought about people getting mad at me, and I'm just gonna be like, bro, it's all of our garbage.
Yes. I hope they agree.
Yeah. That's pretty fucking full too. We're fucked here. We got way too fucking carried away.
Oh, I mean, we can mark where we are on the street. Then we'll come back. We'll circle back. We'll dump this, come back.
Yeah. There's got to be somebody with like, are those big bins right across the street there? Those black things?
You can try that.
Yeah. Let's try
give it a shot.
You take my picker for me.
I got the picker. I can go double time now.
Oh yeah, you're two-fisted.
It's huge.
They do feel cool, right? Like,
Dude, it's great. It's
Yeah.
a bit of a, you know, after you hit a certain number of reps as well, you feel it in the forearms.
That's a fun find.
Yeah. Right there, yeah, that is a good one.
A Verizon modem?
Wow.
Oh God.
What is the best thing you've ever found?
Best is in like actual value to it?
Yeah,
or,
sure.
Hard to say. Here,
Just the thing you were the most excited to find, I guess.
let me think about that for a second. Honestly, I found like I like finding notes, like sometimes like a handwritten
Yeah.
thing. Fuck, this is,
No, I don't think
it's
so,
not
eh?
right. Yeah, it's not right. Let's
We'll
dump it in
find
the
a public
mailbox.
one. Yeah.
Okay, you're back on bucket
We'll dump it
duty.
in the mailbox, set it on fire.
I mean, should I take this fucking Verizon thing with us? Like, this is garbage,
Someone
right?
will pick that up, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know. Does a modem have value? Will people pick that up?
no one's gonna pick this up.
No. Take that.
Yeah, okay, there's gotta be a dumpster or something.
There's gotta be. It'd be nuts if there wasn't.
Yeah.
This street, though, luckily, is pretty clean right here.
Yeah, that's not bad, actually.
Yeah.
This is nice here, actually.
Yeah. Once we find the
Somebody
dumpster.
must give a shit here.
Yeah, yeah. Some pickers got here before us, perhaps.
What a novel concept.
There's still another block before we get to the coffee shop.
Oh, okay,
so,
good.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
we're right. Hands are all full now. All things getting fucked up.
You could probably place the modem on top.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Then honk that by a guy on a moped in the bike lane while you're trying to fucking...
Fuck.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucked. Whole town's fucked. You know what? I agree with you. Fuck this town.
Dude, that's a crazy thing, bicycling in this town. Like, do you bike in Winnipeg?
Yeah, sort of lifelong cyclist.
Me too. So
Yeah.
I bike everywhere. And here is honestly not a bad city to bike in, but you will be in the bike lane and someone will go 4 inches away from you doing a wheelie on a dirt bike. You know?
Yeah.
It's the only city where I've had that happen.
So you bike into Manhattan or what?
I bike everywhere. Oh, this is all leaves. I don't want to
It's okay.
mix the trash with the compost.
What do you think about what's going on over here? You know what? There'll be something at these corners.
There
we'll get
will,
it.
yeah.
I'm gonna get this bag. We didn't really clear the street, but we did a pretty good job.
I mean, this side of the street we did okay, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll give us a 7 out of 10.
yeah. All right. A cigarette pack and a thing. There's gonna be something on this corner. There has to be. And maybe we'll come back and just do the last little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Again, normally I'm into this for the sense of completion. I've talked to my girlfriend about it, and she talked to her about completing.
Yeah.
No, she's like, you know,
Only talk.
She talks
Never
about the
done it.
rush every time like you pick something, and like I feel that a little bit. Is this full? I'm just gonna dump this into here.
Yeah, it's not the rush of the individual pick.
Yeah,
it's,
I like when the street is done and I look back at it and
yes.
it's all nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll swap you.
it is happening. There you go. You get that shot? That's the money shot.
That's good stuff.
That's the money shot. Okay, you're back on bucket
I mean,
duty.
you're lucky you're in New York. You do that in some states, you might get shot. in
Yeah,
the
this is a
head.
stand your ground violation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I honestly, it sounds weird, but like I like when I find something that clearly had personal value at some
Yes,
point.
yes.
I was picking up trash on the river banks near this hospital in Winnipeg, and I found a Alcatraz snow globe.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it was like it wasn't broken.
That's actually something I would love to have in my house.
I
Can
know,
you
but
keep that?
it was a discussion with my guest at the time, and we decided neither of us would be keeping the Alcatraz snow globe.
What?
Yeah,
Oh.
you can't start. It's a slippery slope, Bobby.
Yeah, that.
And I gotta explain to my girlfriend where it came from. Like I don't care how much I clean it, she's not gonna like the
Yeah.
Alcatraz snow globe in our home. So, but yeah, like anything where I can tell, like this meant something to someone at one point.
Yes. So have you ever kept anything?
And
And who was the guest on the Alcatraz Snow Globe episode?
Actually, very funny. It's like a 60-year-old. Okay. Settle down, guy.
Some of us are trying to record a fucking podcast, asshole.
What do we want to do? Go down this street?
Yeah, let's do it.
So the guest that time. So the point of this show is like, I like having comedians on because they're my friends, and you hope it's a more stimulating conversation. But like, again, I started doing this just to clean up my neighborhood, and it was a neighborhood that was getting known for like crime and different problems.
Yeah.
And there was a very much a narrative of like, should I avoid this area? Is it a bad neighbor? I'm like, no, like if we want this neighborhood to be good, we have to be.
Your kind of small contribution to making it better.
Be out in the neighborhood, and then it won't be a bad neighborhood, right? And let's clean it up. And so
I like where you live too in Winnipeg. It's a nice neighborhood.
It's cool. Yeah, you stayed in the Airbnb.
Yeah.
So my guest that time, in the spirit of like, I just want to show that anybody who's walking and doing a nice thing will have a nice time.
Yeah.
He's literally like he might be like 60-year-old man.
Awesome.
So I met him. We both took the same auditioning workshop.
Whoa.
Which was a terrible workshop.
Yeah.
And he was the only guy. Oh, vape pod. You see a lot of this now.
Oh yeah.
This guy was the only guy. Like in the course of the audition workshop, we talked about what we were doing, who we are, and I mentioned I'm a comedian. And he was like one of the only people out of 15 to actually like follow me on Instagram. And then he came out to a comedy show. But
awesome.
like I literally had one passing conversation with this man in our relationship together.
Great.
And,
how was the convo on the pod?
Great convo. Yeah, just a sweet man who like had interesting things to say about coming to acting late in life and like what he wants out of acting and his attitudes on taking risks and failure and.
Dude, seniors rock.
See, yeah, he was a sweet senior man who he reached out. Yeah, once when I started doing the podcast, he was already following me and he would message me like, man, this is great, and like he went out of his way to be like, please let me be a guest, like I'll come. And he lives in Selkirk, so it's a small town nearby. And I wanted to do it in Selkirk, but like on the day, I was like, man, like it's actually like it's a lot for me to kind of go back and forth just to do this thing. He's like, so he came to me. He bought me a little personal pizza after. We had lunch on my balcony.
Come on.
And yeah, and when I found the snow globe and I was talking to him about it, he has one of my favorite lines from the show, which I was like, is this trash? Like, do I keep it? And he went, well, let's call it a memory that someone didn't need anymore.
Yeah, buddy, this is an Acura car radio.
Yeah.
In the 90s, this,
Acura
broke
radio.
a window for that.
This makes me think of, you've seen MacGruber?
Yes.
It's a Blaupunk.
Yeah. Dude, you know what's crazy?
That's a fun find, man. Like,
that
where
is
did
a
this
fun
even fucking
find.
come from? Like,
Should I keep this here? Would someone want to take this back, do you think?
Oh, you think somebody? No, I don't think anybody's.
I have no idea.
It looks pretty beat up too. Like it looks like it was in someone's basement for a while.
I'm not seeing any like 1993 Acuras parked around here either.
Yeah.
Yeah. My friend's TV.
You could throw that. That's so heavy. You should throw it right into that thing, and then you don't have to carry it that far.
I don't want to.
You don't want to.
I went and visited my friend Will in London. His TV was literally a Blaupunk.
Oh wow.
He had a Blaupunk television. I was like, I can't believe this. This is insane.
That's amazing.
It's also impossible not to do a German accent when you read that. I just kept
the Blaupunk.
Yeah. Why does nobody want to come over and watch my Blaupunk?
I can't say it without doing MacGruber.
Yes.
That's a Blaupunk.
That's a Blaupunk. Insane. I didn't even think that was a real brand. I thought he was just made that up for the movie.
I knew it was a premium, one time a premium brand of car stereo.
It is not anymore. It's now a guy who makes 18-inch televisions that you get on Marketplace for 15 pounds.
So that's what Will Hannigan has, an 18-inch TV.
Dude, it's so small. It's so funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I forget. I gotta come back to Winnipeg soon.
You should.
Would you say Winnipeg top 5 Canadian city?
Yeah, but I mean, let me be clear too. Like the competition is pretty thin in my opinion. Like it's number 1 Montreal, number 2 Vancouver, number 3 Toronto, and then, in my opinion, number 4 Winnipeg. But like, it's kind of. I bet a lot of people from.
I put Winnipeg as a top 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's your order?
I go Edmonton. Edmonton might be.
I like Edmonton.
I'll say Vancouver number 1, Edmonton number 2, Winnipeg number 3. Which no one ever agrees with that. That's, I get that that's an insane thing to say.
Yeah, it's not the
But
most.
I've also never been to Montreal.
Oh, Montreal is dope. Montreal is just beautiful. It's like Vancouver and Toronto are really big, so you do kind of want the bigness in a city. You want to feel like you're in a city.
In Vancouver, I mean, you got the ocean, you got the mountain. It's pretty unbeatable.
Exactly. It's
pretty
big
nuts.
and beautiful,
Yes.
nature-wise. In Montreal, they don't have quite as much nature beauty, but they've got the Mount Montreal in the middle. They've got some nature
nice
beauty.
Parks.
And then they've got old beauty too, which is like
Yes.
Toronto and Vancouver don't have it to the same degree
No,
at
not at all.
Yeah, and Toronto, like for how big it is, it's then it becomes too big. Like
It is.
It's I don't. Yeah.
Toronto, I'll say this about Toronto, they got Canada's Wonderland. That is,
That puts it
that's
over the
pretty
top for you.
huge, you know what I mean?
It does not move the needle for me.
Really? Have you ever been?
Yeah, I've been. I mean, I'm not. What, you like rides?
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna trash talk rides.
I lived there. I went to Canada's Wonderland. I lived there 1 year. I went twice. It was awesome. Awesome.
What's they have? The Top Gun ride, right? What else have they
Yep,
got?
they got, dude, I'm so bad at remembering names of things, so I will forget. But they got some good ass coasters. They got
Okay.
some very good coasters. Literally maybe one of the best days of my life was spent at Canada's Wonderland. I'll say that.
Okay. Okay.
You gotta.
And yet it still doesn't make you crack the
No,
top 3.
it's still not in the top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta go though. If you go to Canada's Wonderland, this, you know, it sounds maybe classist or something like that. You gotta get the fast pass. You gotta put out the money and you
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
get the fast pass.
No.
Or else you're really gonna have like a bad day.
Yeah.
You know?
You don't want to be waiting in line with the animals.
And
the,
I'll
the
say
Gen
this.
Pop,
No, oh my God, disgusting.
you got to get that paper
It
cup.
made me, it made me classist immediately.
Oh, there's the older you get in life, the more classist you become. There's no two ways about it. I mean, I'm just about done flying discount airlines.
Yes,
And you have
yeah,
to
yeah,
understand,
yeah.
Bobby, as a man who always wants the deal, how bad that.
Dude.
But it's just gotten so bad,
I'm
and
the
like for
exact
a
same
little
way.
bit more money, the
Yes.
dignity.
No, dude, I did that flying back from London. It was an 8-hour flight. I spent $90 to get like one of those seats with a ton of leg room.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is not a deal, but this is incredibly worth it.
Actually, I would say that is a deal. Not 90 to
True.
get that upgrade is crazy.
True, and here's the thing though, which I fucked up, I didn't do this, I'm an idiot, but it's actually on a bidding system. So there's a bidding system or a buy it now price. I didn't do the bidding system, I did the buy it now price, but I've heard people talk online who are like, dude, I bid like $35 and I got upgraded to first class, you know?
Right.
So I'm like, next time I have a flight like that where that's an option, I'm gonna give that a shot.
Yeah.
Because if that worked, that's like an all-time lick.
The low ball bid is nice. I looked at the options on bids. Like they kind of, it varies flight to flight, and I do think that a lot of airlines will, they set up, you can't, well, yeah, there's like a baseline bid. Like for me on coming here, it was like the cheapest I could have bid was like 200 or something.
Yeah.
On a 2-hour flight,
That's
I
nuts,
don't give
yeah.
a shit, yeah.
That goes against everything you stand for.
Everything I've
Yeah.
trained for, everything I believe in.
Yes.
Yeah.
200 though on maybe an 8-hour flight.
For sure.
I'd bid that.
And my girl and I, our goal next year is to visit Australia to see
Ooh.
my family and go just on points and get the lie flat seats.
Whew, buddy.
So
yeah.
she feels she knows the system, which is that there's not quite bids, but there's deals that show up for just points, and
Yeah.
she's been maximizing points for the last year.
Well, yeah, what you do, allegedly, what I've heard, you get every single credit card you can. You spend however much you need to in the first 3 months, then you just stop using those credit cards.
Right, the churning method.
Exactly.
Yes.
Have you done that before? You
I'm
seem
not
like a guy.
I've looked into churning. I failed to get my dick hard to churn, which you would think would be,
Yeah.
I'd be rock hard. But
Yeah.
in fact, it does seem like a bit of headache. Maybe I just haven't figured it out. Like we're at the cafe now, right? It must be
We
almost
are at the
12:30.
cafe. It's 12:15.
12:15.
Kind of perfect timing.
Kind of perfect. Yeah, we can
Yeah.
wrap it up. We don't need to go right
Yeah.
to 12:30. Do you think?
Finish your thought about the churning though, because I am curious.
Just that, like, I mean, I was on churning forums, and like, it just seemed like, for starters, there's minimum, not minimum spends, but like yearly, like the good cards, you have to spend $800
do.
to get the card.
Yes.
So it seemed like it was doable, but you kind of have to really commit and be sort of a baller anyway.
Yes.
To reap the 100,000 point return or whatever.
100%.
And then I was reading it more, and people were like, okay, so first off, sign up for a reward wallet. This is going to help you track all your stuff because you don't want to mess up and then end up kind of like paying a penalty on card. And I was like, whoa. I don't want
I'm out.
spreadsheets.
I'm done.
Yeah. Should we just dump into like those residential bins that were just over there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're the guy with the nuts. You got to do it, unfortunately.
All right. Okay.
I live
Well,
in this
walk
neighborhood. I have
with
a
me.
reputation to
Yeah.
protect, you
Walk
know?
with me,
Okay.
and you be camera guy. And there's a little song we sing. Why is this so heavy? Oh, I know. You put the
Yeah, the
goddamn
car
Acura
radio.
radio.
I
in
did,
there.
yeah.
So here, you hold
Wait,
this.
there's a song you
Yeah.
sing?
It's the final empty. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, the final empty. There's leaves. What is this? Can't tell what's meant to be. The final empty. All right, that was Trash Talk, September 23rd with Bobby Warner, Alberta boy.
Thank you
New
for
York
having
boy.
me.
Hey, thanks for doing it, man.
Feels nice.
Yeah, it does. You don't believe it, but it feels nice when
It's
you're done.
good, yeah.
All right, okay, now we're meeting some boys here for burritos, and I love this.
Bing, bang,
Yeah.
boom.
Okay, great job. Let's just maybe find a place where I can break tape and do all that shit, and yeah. See, it's full in there.
It's full.
We're not getting seats.
We might. I mean, we're here early.
Yeah,
so
that helps. Yeah, that's true. Okay, and
sometimes you just gotta watch like a hawk on these fuckers. Oh. Not bad though. Yeah.
Little Lucy's getting swole with us.
Yeah.
Lucy. I know a little dog named Lucy. I don't know who she's named after. But the comedy club that Tim's getting going to, Lucy's Comedy Club. Oh, nice. Now we're friends. Now we're real friends.
Now you're gonna love them.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Good dog. So sweet.
What's up, Luce? Aww. So cute.
Okay, here, you record me on one.
All right.
Get up on the side. It's funny, now I won't be able to do it now at this moment because I'm tired out, but...
No, you got it.
Yeah, more than anything, just get a little Lucy slow down there. Watch how quickly I do both things at once.
Yeah. Oh, buddy.
Move the wrist so
Awesome.
Again,
Yeah,
the only time that started happening is when I stopped thinking about it. Like I watched all these videos about the overhand and like where it's like if you're going fast, then it just happens.
I know, I just can't get that mind break yet.
You were closer than him, but you are close. And if you
are very close.
if you do both at once, you will get it.
I gotta think about the pulling.
From the side. Punch it in. I both, you know what, you didn't commit. I can tell the whole stuff.